Terry Nash. The title of this poem is A Cowman's Lot. Two on the ground at the end of the day, and a heifer waiting for night. Front's moving in with the clouds thick and gray, and her bag's getting swollen and tight. Still in the saddle, where he'd been all day, knowing sure tonight things will freeze. He looked at the clouds like folks do when they pray. Lord, what makes them pick nights like these? Well, he hazed her out from the rest of the cows into a dry cabin pen. Scattered straw he'd save for times such as now in a shelter out of the wind. Now, unsettled and restless, the young cow paced. He'd seen this in cabin before. She'd delay if she remained in her space, so he backed off and gave her some more. Well, the first flakes to fall were wet and wide-spaced, with a warning, for soon they fell quicker. Wind and dark were neck and neck as they raced, and the cowboy pulled on his slicker. Thought about supper. The wife would worry. She'd watch for his truck at the gate, and he, with a heifer no man could hurry, and decided supper could wait. You see, most cowmen at the end of the day would likely reflect on this spot. He asked for this job. It weren't for the pay. It's the love of a cowman's lot. Well, the temperature dropped. Snow turned now to ice. Stung his face like splinters of glass. Through squinted eyes, he watched the cow circle twice and then take a place in the grass. She laid down and pushed, and stood up and strained, 2 circles, then back in the grass. One foot was glimpsed, but she stood up again and looked his way, and the moment passed. Well, he turned to his chores to get out of sight, reminded she needed her space. This labor could last plumb into the night, and nothing would quicken the pace. He fed all the horses, rode amongst the cows, and it was using time he knew she required. He rode back and finished to check on her now, and hoping she wasn't too tired. 2 feet now emerged, where just one had shown. She labored her calf to expel. The cow then uttered a low, quiet moan and stretched out to rest for a spell. But in 5 more minutes, a small head appeared. Meanwhile, the mercury's fallen. The calf was soon out, but the rancher then feared it'd need help or death would be calling. But the heifer's up. She's inspecting her work. Soft swelling, she battled the cold. Nuzzled and licked, the calf shivered and jerked, and the man marveled as instincts took hold. She licked the calf clean, and he tried out new feet, nose diving plumb into the ground. But he then got a taste of mother's milk sweet, and latched on to the spigot he'd found. The man grinned to hear the smack of wet lips, knew the calf was getting his meal. Inner warmth would soon spread from nose plumb to hips, and mom's rough tongue would seal the deal. Steward of cattle, of his birthright and land, he'd not think of quitting this spot. He's there, if needed, to lend her a hand, the best friend this young cow's got, the cowman's lot.
Rise and shine, coffee's hot, homemade biscuits with your eggs will hit the spot. In the corral, there's your cayuse. Tag him up, be set to ride, we'll turn him loose. Today we're riding north to gather mares. They all have colts, so we'll be trailing pairs. So if you wanna join us, don't you snooze. Make a hand, ride that horse, or we'll turn him loose. this corral. We the colts, we know for sure we're gonna sell. We'll work till dark. There's no excuse. If this job's too tough, just nod. We'll cut you loose. But if you give your all and work all day, you'll prove you got the sand. You'll need to stay. We save the best for last, so we can choose who will open up that gate and turn them loose. Can't you see it in their eyes? They're kicking dust up to the skies. Those horses beg that gate if it's loose. So here's your chance to view a grand parade as 100 hooves thunder through the gate. Go right up to that fence. You paid your dues. It's time to open up that gate and turn them loose. We've chosen you to run that gate and turn them loose.